and a good morning, good afternoon, and a very good evening to you, the good and wonderful people of YouTube. Well, today, hope you're feeling grand and always one in your world. Hello there, everybody. Today, people of YouTube, we are going on a kind of mini road trip slash fix-up video. That didn't make any sense, but you know what I mean. We're doing a road trip first to get this stringed thing. It is a guitar, but it's a different kind of guitar. It still has 6 strings, but it's not what it... shut up, Dave. Anyway, here's the story of what we're doing, why we're doing this. So I got a message from Lee at Gallagher's Guitars in Grimsby, just up the road, about somewhere over that way. Anyway, I got a message from him yesterday saying, I found this in a bin outside the back of a charity shop in Grimsby. I don't want it. Do you want it? I know you like these kind of things. So I said, have you got any pictures? And he sent me a picture and I was like, yes, I want that. I will be in tomorrow to get it. So I'm going to take you along with me to collect this thing. And we're going to do a little bit of a fix-up vid today. It's just going to be like a part 1 kind of thing. I don't think, I reckon this will be like a 2-parter personally. I could be wrong, but I doubt it highly. You never know. We'll find out. We'll find out. But yeah, I thought I'd take you along with me, people of YouTube. So, without further ado, but first, I need to go into town. I need to go to the bank. Fun times ahead, everybody. So, yeah. But let's go to Grimsby and collect this. Okay, YouTube, we are done. That is it. That is the bank sorted. That took way longer than expected due to being unable. My inability to speak English sometimes frustrates me. But yeah, inability to find a place to park. It's market day today, so basically, as you saw in the centre of town where all the market stores are, that's normally a lot of parking. Obviously not available today. And the other 2 big car parks in town are unavailable because they're resurfacing them. So basically, there's just nowhere to park. So I had to pay for parking for basically what was, I think, 10 minutes, which is kind of frustrating. But it is what it is. And the check definitely needed to go in. So it's for banned things. So that needed to be done. So there was no ifs, no buts, no maybes involved in that decision today. But anyway, shall we go to Grimsby and go to Gallagher's and get this guitar? Guitar? Did I say guitar? Is it a guitar? It's not a guitar. It's a guitar, but it's got 6 strings. But I don't know. Just before we go, people of YouTube, Random History with Dave, volume 69. I don't know if you can see. Right, so I'll zoom in. So between the white building there on the right side and the left building, there's like an alleyway, and it comes down here, and it actually leads to literally just down there. And this entire area, all the way leading over there, we used to be, back in like the late 1800s, to maybe in the early 1900s, but we're basically like the slums of Louth. They were basically for like, you know, the really impoverished, really poverty-stricken area of Louth. It was really, really poor. And this alleyway down here, that leads all the way up to a street over there, between, like I say, between that white building and this building here, was where all the local prostitutes used to hang out. So, you know, History 101 with Dave Simpson. Don't you feel more enriched? Okay, YouTube, I do apologise about the vertical nature of this video, but I'm driving and you're on my little phone holder thing, and I don't want to go like hands-free because that would not be good. Random History volume 70 with Dave Simpson. At this point in time, we're driving this road here. This is called Peaks Parkway, leads into Grimsby. This road originally was the old railway line, the main line leading from Grimsby to Louth, which is literally just back, straight line back all the way. It pretty much leads to my house, actually. Anyway, this is the main line. It used to go up here into Grimsby Station. It would go left to Grimsby Station at the top, it'd go right off to Grimsby Docks back in the today. But even cooler than that, I have pictures of a flying Scotsman travelling along this very, very route we're driving along right now. And I love that. I love that. Some of the houses actually further up ahead are actually still the same as they were when it was a railway here. It's just really bizarre to drive on a road that you knew used to be a railway. Anyway, Random History Volume 70 over for now. Yeah, this is just becoming silly now, isn't it, PeopleTube? But anyway, Grimsby is really where my guitar history started, because up here, in a minute, just upon the left side, is where I got my first guitar bought for me by my dad on my 16th birthday. It's no longer a guitar shop, sadly. It used to be called Pools. I don't know what it is now, but it's some weird building. I don't know what it is. It's this one on the right side here. Oh, wicked, we're actually stopping. That's even cooler. So, let me come here, PeopleTube. That one there, the Polymax one. That's where I bought my first ever guitar, in the top windows. That was it. So this is where my guitar kind of career really started, really. That's insane, isn't it? Anyway, onwards. The seaside, everybody. We're on the way home now. We have the guitar. I thought I'd just show you the seaside. Well, yeah, that. There you go. With all the road works, with all the workings and fun stuff. All great. Okay, PeopleTube, we are back. This is it. This is the bin guitar, the Binocaster. It's a mid-1960s Teisco made long scale guitar. And as you can see, it's in a very bad way. It's kind of what you expect to, for a guitar that was found in a bin. But massive thanks to Lee for giving me this and seeing it in the first place and saving it from the bin. As if you had put this in the bin. What the hell? But yeah, so what I'm going to do in a second, I'm going to set up the tripod and stuff, and we'll first thing we're going to do, we're going to plug it in and see if it makes any noise. I highly doubt it. So let me just give you an idea. I love the fact that these are a face, like little robots. This is the volume for this pickup. This is the volume for that pickup. These are on-off switches for the pickup. So that's that pickup. That's that pickup. This is like a tone shift thing, and that's your lot. You got these like metal wings here. There's your standard Teisco things. Look how that bridge is held in place. Just with B&Q do-it-yourself screws. There's screws missing on this thing. The neck pickup is missing one of its magnet screws, and it's also, it moves. Like I say, there's screws missing up here. These guitars were, focus, come on, there you go. These guitars were sunburst. I think this one's been resprayed black, because if you look at the back of the neck, well, you can see on the headstock actually. You can see a burst on that. And if I turn it over quick, you can see the neck is still sunbursted. You got this mad neck plate. Again, I'm pretty positive they're not the original screws. I'm pretty positive that isn't the original, how the tremolo was held in. I don't know. I think it's been resprayed, to be honest with you. Also, there's your model number. VN2. And there's the machine heads, which are just absolutely rusted to buggery. Another thing to note that I spotted in the shop is this guitar has been played left-handed at some point. It's been Jimi Hendrixed. Come on, camera, focus. There we go. You can kind of see. There it is. So it's been played left-handed at some point. And like I say, because there's all sorts of different holes as well in this thing. And from 1964, you never know. It could have been Jimi Hendrix's. That would be... I'll tell you what, wouldn't that be a turn up for a book if this was like one of like Jimmy's guitars and it was found in a bin in Grimsby? Anyway, PeopleTube, I'm going to set up... going to set up a tripod. We're going to get this plugged in and see if it makes any noise whatsoever. So let's do that. Okay, so obviously I don't expect it to make any noise whatsoever, but I've been surprised before. I don't think I'm going to be this time though, PeopleTube, but let's find out anyway. So... plug it in. That jack socket's really loose. That needs sorting. I was expecting it to be dead because it was in a bin. Surely if it's in a bin, it's because it didn't work, right? It's filthy, but it'll work. Just a bit of contact cleaner. So that's the neck. This is the bridge pickup. It will work. And then this is like your tone shift. It's like a high pass, I think. It cuts a bit of bass. Yeah, definitely like a high pass. And then that's all. No way. I'm going to have to send Lee a message at Gallagher's and say, by the way, it works. Because we were saying, there's no way it can work. There's no way. It must have been put in a bin because it didn't work. That's logical. It makes me even more confused now why this is a bin guitar. Anyway, let's clean it up. Let's get it kind of like, I've got new strings for it. Let's see if we can get these pickups at least a little bit fixed. Find some screws. It did have a tremolo at some did have a tremolo at some point, but that's never going to work again. But it looks cool. I need to sort it out. It's got some interesting. I'm saying that's just probably single chords. Anyway, we need to have this thing in pieces, people, to give it a good clean. There is one thing that worries me is like the machine heads have lost all their furls to hold them in place. I don't think I have any that will fit. What I could do is I do have some other furls somewhere. I could drill out the holes and make them bigger. I don't know. We'll get there when we get there. At this point in time to YouTube, this poor thing needs to be cleaned and needs to be kind of worked on a little bit. So we're going to have it all apart and we're going to see. Sorry. Oh, I know. I know why there's a dead fret, because there's a fret here that's actually poking up and out. It needs smacking with me brass hammer so I can play it. Oh. The thing that blows me away is there's no actual pole piece in the neck pickup there. There's no screw in there, but it still works. Insane. Anyway, let's take it apart. Okay, people, you draw me on my workbench, the floor. Okay, so let's get these strings off for a start because they've been double knotted on. And this string, that's the lowest tension I can get the low B string to because of the way it's tied onto the machine head. So somebody's like double knotted it onto the machine head, and because of that, that is the lowest it'll go tension-wise. Which isn't good, because I don't like doing strings in tension, because it's not good, and it's dangerous, not only for the guitar, but for you as well. But I don't have a choice right now, sadly. That was not a pleasant feeling. Okay, this is ridiculous. Why would you... It's not your shoe, you don't need to tie them on. You know, anyway, that came off fairly easy, actually. I'm quite happy about that. Okay, people of the tube. So it's been an hour and a bit. My mum came round to see me, so I got I've been for a walk with my mum and come back, and I was talking to her, and I took the whole thing apart. So I haven't done anything to the body yet. I took the neck off, took the machine heads off, which are over there, to clean up and whatnot, and I've done the neck as best I can. Come on, focus for me. I'm using phone cam today, and I'm not used to it. So yeah, we've cleaned the headstock up, took the machine heads off. Can't believe it's still got the thing on there. Cleaned the neck up as best I can. Done the fretboard as well. So the fretboard was just covered in finger cheese. And no longer. Lovely. It has been played. You can see, if I can get the camera to focus, you can see the fret pitting. You know, There is a little bit of kind of like, you can see the finger pitting as well, the fingernail pitting in the actual rosewood. But it cleaned up really nicely, thanks to Crimson Guitars products. Just, it's magical stuff. It really is. I don't know what they put in it. Fairy dust and magic. That's what's in there. Because it just makes things amazing. This is before I even put the restorative on as well. This is just literally the fretboard and finish cleaner done that. It's even done the frets, which is really, really cool. I am going to go over the frets. Not that there is much fret to go over. I am going to go over frets with fret rubbers, just the super fine, just over a couple of times, nothing major. But the neck is pretty much done. It's a very interesting neck thing. Well, it's a bolt-on neck, but it's very interesting. It looks like it's almost like a Les Paul kind of thing, but not really. Also, really interesting thing here is, I do apologise for the amazing camera work by Dave Simpson. It should be in the Hollywoods. I can't speak today. We've got 5 screws on the neck plate, but the only weird thing is, I thought the 5th screw was because it was a long scale guitar. You'd have an extra bit here. There's nothing there, and I need to clean this up. This is an absolute state. I also need to find 4 screws that will fit this better. So I don't really understand the 5th screw that's there. I really don't understand that. I don't really know why there's a 5th screw. But I say I've cleaned up the I've cleaned up and oiled the machine heads as best I can. Don't want to lose too much of the way they look. I want it to look, used and old. I don't want it to be like sparkling. Next thing to do is take the body apart and check the electrics. It works. Like I say, we know it works. It's just a case of just cleaning this metal work up, cleaning the body up. These are actually sunburst. Now this one I think has been stripped and resprayed because it's black, obviously, but you can kind of tell that by the damage here. And also, there doesn't seem to be any sunburst finish underneath this black. I've looked, scraped a bit away there. It just goes down to the wood. So I think somebody stripped this at some point and just sprayed it black, and now it's black, which is a shame because the original sunbursts were really, really pretty. But such is life. Having problems with getting the bridge off. Obviously, this bridge is not good. But if we flip it over, I cleaned the back side of the body as well. So the backside of the body is almost. Somebody's bolted the bridge down here. This is not part of the. It's not supposed to be part of the guitar. So I'm having some issues because they both seized. So what I'm going to do quickly, I'm going to put some oil, a drop of oil in each. Let that sink in for a bit, and I'll see if I can get something to. I don't know, to get in there. To be honest with you, it's a bit of a nightmare. I still can't believe this thing works, to be honest with you, PeelTube. It's actually insane to me that it works. And again, that neck's cleaned up so nicely. There was 2 frets as well that had bulged up on the side. So this side had kind of like poked itself up. I actually removed the fret, straightened the fret, and put the fret back in. To make it work again, but like I say, there's not much in the way of fret. And check out the amazing line. Look at that, how wonky they are. Anyway, moving onwards. Let's take the body apart. Okay, people of YouTube, let's see what's lying underneath. What awaits us? What surprises? What joys? What downright scary things await under the scratch plates? Oh, maybe even scratch plates? They're like scratch. I don't know what you'd call them. I'm not clever enough to think of words. Make your own up and leave them in the comment section below. Scratch compartments. That'd be a good one. Oh my god. I'm not so sure about these screws because a lot of them are rounded out, you see. And that's a problem. And bent. Well, yeah, that's we might try and find some replacements in my little screw bag for these because it sounds like an insult, doesn't it? God, you little screw bag. Yeah, these are knackered. Oh my god, I don't think I can get some of these out. I don't know what's going on with some of these. That one's screwed. Ha! Literally. That one's screwed, that one's screwed, that one's screwed, that one's screwed. So all these are knackered. it's problematic. They're all in at jaunty angles as well. Oh, this is going to be a nightmare. Okay, I got this one. Oh my god. I don't think they would have gone in like that. I think that's I think that's a product of the guitar's existence. I can't think of words today, people. I'm really struggling with words. Oh, by the way, I've been able to find out some interesting things. These were only made in 1964. The baritone long scale guitar made by, well, some people say it's made by Teisco, some people say it isn't. So, you know, who knows? You know, it is what it is. It was made in 1964, though. That's what we do know, because they only made them for a year. That screw is, there's nothing to grab hold of. It's totally rounded out. This one, I might be able to do it if I can get purchase. Okay, that is horrific. Yeah. Check out the jaunty angle on that thing. Is this in focus? I hope it's in focus. Like I said, I'm using phone cam today. There's a bit of a difference. It actually makes more sense to use phone cam on these videos than my Zoom, because I can kind of zoom in and focus, and it's just a bit easier. Okay, so we have a totally knackered screw here. I'm going to try and, there you are. I'm going to try and needle nose it out. If I can. Wrong way, Dave. It wants to be going that way. Okay, this is tedious. This is very tedious. Okay. No, I can't get a screwdriver in it. It's long gone. Right, I'll be back in a sec, Pikachu, when I've got this screw out. Actually, I'll tell you what. I'll be back in a sec once I've got all the screws out, and then we'll have a look inside. Okay, people of the tube, hello. I keep saying that. Every clip starts with hello, people of the tube. I do apologise. I know it gets very annoying. But we're there. So I got the screws out. None of them are going back in. Where's the one with the jaunty angle that's just like jaunty beyond jaunty? Check this out. So they're all knackered. They're not going back in. I'll find replacements. So that's what's under the first one. Just nothing. It's literally just the jack socket attached to this bit of, I don't know what it is. It looks like a little stainless steel. I really don't know what it's made of. Then you've got your control cavity, and then you've got your pickup cavity, and basically it all just lifts out. No ground wire. Oh no, actually, I was going to say there should be a ground wire, and there is. It's just not connected, so I'll do that another time. But there we go. That's yeah, the ground wires just kind of like hanging out here and not really doing anything. But that's the body. Let's pull that out of the way. I'll clean that. That's going to make it so much easier to clean. Let's get the electrics in here. So, what have we got? So we've got two single coil pickups. There's a spring. I found a spring. That's from here. This spring is from this pickup at the back. So at least we've got a spring for that one. That's good. None of them have springs. Most of these need work. A lot of them need springs. This plate was originally black. And what somebody's done is sand it off back down to silver. So it was originally black. That it had been like that, but somebody sanded it off silver. I don't have a problem with that. That's fine. So we've got our pots here. What are they? 500k. Yeah, 500k pots for each pickup. And then we've got our little switch thing with 2 capacitors, 3 capacitors, or resistors, or whatever they are. Yeah. All in good nick, to be fair with you. It's a bit dusty under there, but it's all there, people tube. Let me give you a bit of a close-up of this stuff. Let me get my phone off the thing. Okay, so here we go. So I'll give you a bit of a close-up. Like I say, it makes more sense to do this on phone cam because you can get really in there. So this is the main control area. You got your pots for each pickup, volumes each, and you got your switches. Never been touched in here. I haven't been messed with at all. It's interesting how this pickup as a braided wire, but this one doesn't. That's really weird. I've never seen that before. I've never seen a braided wire on a tie screw. It's normally just like this, like just grey or black. Very interesting. And there's the jack socket looking a bit worse for wear. It's filthy ways. Yeah, and there's nothing in there. They're just literally hollow. Weird design choice. Anyway, like I say, we'll get them fixed up. We'll get some of these. I've got some more springs. We'll get in there, try and find some decent screws for the pickup so they can be mounted properly. Also, you can see somebody's opened the pickups up at some point and not put the tabs back down properly. It's why they're flip-flopping around all over the place. Oh, there's a lot to do, people with you. There's a lot to do. Check out the Mastercraft bot job on this pickup. Come on, you know you want to focus. Come on, it won't focus on it. That's really frustrating. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what you can say about that. Sketch. I think the braided wire is a replacement wire now. I don't believe that's the original. Somebody changed it out at some point, and this is their work. It will not there we go. It barely focuses. That is something. Definitely something. Okay, so I'm having a mare of a time with this thing. This is a very frustrating guitar to assemble. It's took some absolute beastly cleaning as well. But the neck is clean, the body's clean, cleaned all the electrics, cleaned the metal work as best I can, cleaned the body. Still need to get this off. This is still playing up. I found the actual plate in the middle here wasn't actually sanded silver. It was actually upside down. The pickups were in the wrong way round. So now they're in the right orientation, and you know, all's as is. If that makes any sense whatsoever. So that's how it should look, and it's all scuffed up because it's been the other way around. I do need to attach an earth wire to it, but that's probably going to be for another day. I don't know yet. This is going to be a I don't know. I'm knackered, people. This has been going on for a long time, and yeah, I don't know. Look at it's getting dark now. It's exhausting, but we're getting there. We're not going to give up. It's just a very tiresome guitar. It was filthy. This has been more hard work than that Hofner. Way more hard work, but that neck looks fantastic. The rosewood on that neck has come up so nice, and headstock cleaned up nicely as well. You can see where the red sunburst was. Oh, sorry, phone. Shadow. The body's cleaned up nicely as well. The metalwork cleaned up really nicely. I love the fact those little faces there. It still works. I checked it. Yeah, it's cleaned up pretty good. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to try and get some screws for the neck to hold the neck in place. Not the ones that are on it, because they were terrible. Whoever had this guitar had an obsession with replacing all the screws with flatheads. It's probably all they had, but it's made it a nightmare because the flathead screws just did not want to budge. It's been a nightmare to find screws to fit this, to be honest with you, people with YouTube. It's a real tough one, this one. I don't know if you can tell, I'm a bit knackered. Anyway, onwards and upwards. We will not be beaten yet. Okay, so I've took this guitar as far as I can take it with my skill set. I got the tremolo off. Whoa, nearly dropped my phone. It's all clean. It all works. Everything's happy in electric land and all that kind of thing. Does need an earth wire. I got the tremolo off, which I put in a place where I couldn't grab. So this is the tremolo that was on it. This is not original to this guitar. This is some replacement that somebody's put on there at some point. It is a Taisco Japanese trem, but it's not the one for this guitar. So what happened to the original, I do not know. I got string furls in the headstock. Come on, focus. Yep, there we go. So the neck cleaned up absolutely phenomenally. It looked gorgeous. That neck is fantastic as well. It's a really big, fat, chunko neck. It's massive. Found some really good neck screws for it as well, so that's actually bolted down to the guitar with actual decent screws. That's not going anywhere fast. The nut I think he's knackered. There's an issue with the nut as well. The fact that somebody's not super glued the nut on, it's siliconed in. That's not good. That is not good at all. Problems arise there. I got the pickups fixed though. They're okay. Also, I think I said this earlier on. Don't remember if I did. If I did say it earlier on, I'm going to say it again. I don't remember now. Like I say, that was actually the right way around now. They'd put it on upside down, so that's corrected. So the only problem I have now is how to string this thing, because this, not being original, focus or don't focus, causes problems because it won't go back into the guitar because the holes that were drilled for that one are just massive. So this is what I'm thinking: stop tail and a Les Paul kind of bridge so I can intonate it properly. That's beyond my skill ability right now. So I'm going to give this guitar to the local luthier who looks after all my guitars, and I'm going to see if he can do this for me, and see if that's the way to go. It might not be the way to go. We'll have to figure. But this is definitely the end of part 1 of this video, PeterTube. It's as far as I can take it right now. I was kind of hoping we might be able to get strings on it, but that's just not going to happen. There's just no way I can get this to any kind of readiness to even start thinking about getting strings on this thing. It's really cool that it works. I'm really blown away with that. It needs an earth wire, but again, if we're going to do the stop tail and the tunematic bridge, it needs to be grounded to one of the posts on that. Again, I don't have the tools to do that here, so it's going to have to go to somebody else to do. But I think it looked really smart like that, like with the silver bit there and there, and then this pin silver as well. It looks really cool, I think. So I'm going to take it to my local luthier when I can, get him to give his opinion on it, and we'll try and figure something out. But yeah, it will play again, PeterTube. I can guarantee that. This guitar is not anywhere near dead yet. It will play again. It will make music again. I can guarantee that. I don't know what happened to my voice then, but yeah, I can guarantee it will make noise again at some point, and I'm really looking forward to that day. But for now, that's the end of this episode. This is part 1 over. There'll only be probably 2 parts because I'll take this, drop it off, leave it with the luthier, and he'll do what he needs to do to it. And then when we see it again, it should be playable. It kind of needs a refret as well. The frets are knackered. Well, frets, there are no frets. There is only Zool. But yeah, I think this is the way to go with the tunematic and the stop tail. I think it looked really smart. Failing that, maybe get just like a wraparound, like a Les Paul Jr. or something. But then you're going to have issues with intonation. And again, because this is going to be in like B standard tuning, it's not the best idea. I think that's the way to go. So yeah, there we go, PeterTube. I feel a little bit defeated. I always feel a bit defeated and a bit deflated when I have to hand the guitar off and it's beyond my ability to finish it. One day that will nothing will be beyond my ability because I'll just be like a legendary luthier. Yeah, right, Paul do one day. But no, one day I'll have better skills to be able to do stuff like refrets and this kind of work. But for now, I could probably do it. I just don't think I'd do the best job of it, and because of that, we're gonna hand it off to somebody more capable and more trustworthy than me. Anyway, PeterTube, let me know what you think to this 1964 Teisco made, maybe Teisco made, I don't know, long scale baritone guitar. What do you reckon? I reckon it's going to be wicked when it all works, when it's all done and it's all ready to go and play. I reckon this is going to be a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant guitar. It's going to have a really unique sound to it. It's just going to be ace. It's just going to be ace. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I'll see you again very soon for another video. Have a great morning, afternoon, good evening, and goodbye now. Also, let me know how you prefer, if you liked phone cam here. I'm still struggling. I'm still learning how to use it properly. I'm not used to it at all, but let me know what you reckon. So anyway, thank you much indeed for watching, and goodbye now. See you later. My filthy hands, man. See ya.